Hello there. I'm Father John Geaney of the Paulist Fathers, and you're watching Psalm Sense. He was a man of faith. He was well known all around the world. He was 100 years old when he died. We are talking, of course, about President Carter, a man who had so many good things working for him, and particularly his ability to be very human in his daily life. I was amazed when he stepped out of the limousine that he was driving in on his way down Pennsylvania Avenue. And I was very close to that spot. So I saw him open the door and get out. And I was very surprised because I was amazed that the Secret Service would allow him to do that. But it was President Carter's way of saying, I'm just like all of you. I drive in the car and I can walk beside it. 2 years later, I was the media advance man for the bishops of the United States when Pope John Paul II came to the United States and visited the president in Washington. Now you might say to yourself, wow, were you at that meeting? And the answer is no. My job was to make sure the media was at that meeting and covering all the other events that were taking place when the Pope was visiting here or in Washington, D.C. at that time. Now, you might say to yourself, what is it that any of this has to say about the Psalms? Well, what does the Psalm have to say about these events? Well, if you take the time, you can look up Psalm 101, and you'll find these words there. I sing of love and justice. I raise a psalm to you, O Lord. I will ponder the way of the blameless. Now, Psalm 101 is using a very strong word there, blameless. And you might ask, was President Carter blameless? No, none of us really are blameless when we are speaking about or praying to our God. But I would say that our President Carter was a person who did his best in being the kind of person he was. And I'm grateful that he was that person for all of us and for the world. So I think it's important that each of us, in our own ways, says to God that we hope he will, that is, the president, will live in peace now that he is with the Lord. For Psalm Sense, I'm Father John Geaney. My time is up. I thank you for yours.